Hello, everyone. We are the Serious Film Critics. My name is Sam.
I'm David.
And I'm Adam.
All right, everybody. Welcome. We have an awesome show for you today. We've got some really good content. We're going to be covering the Magnificent Seven remake trailer. We're going to be doing a little movie review for what else other than We're Back, the 1993 animated film presented by Steven Spielberg. And then we're going to be talking about some other stuff, including some Would You Rathers, which we'll get to eventually. So how's it going today, boys?
It's going good.
Going good?
I'm pretty good.
Awesome, pretty good.
What have you been watching recently?
What have I been watching? I've been watching a little show called Friday Night Lights, which centers around a fictional town called Dillon in Texas, and basically Kyle Chandler, who, if you guys don't know off the top of your head, he played the FBI agent in Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh, yeah.
He's basically a Texas football coach, and he's coaching his boys to try to bring them to the state championship.
When was that show on?
I think it was on in 2006.
It was on NBC.
Yeah, we were in high school when it came on.
Yeah, I never watched an episode before.
I never watched it on TV either.
Yeah, but it's really good. A friend of mine at my theater that I work at recommended it, and I started watching it. And it definitely has some classic football stereotypes in it. One thing that bothers me, so the first season, you could definitely see it coming, but the star quarterback gets injured in the first episode, and this sort of unknown, nerdy backup quarterback has to step up and take the reins and be the starter for the rest of the season. So you can definitely see that coming, just the way they structure the first episode, because they really establish the star quarterback initially is like this NFL prospect, like he's amazing, and they also interweave it with the nerdy guy who's the backup, like he's just totally forgotten on the team. So you can kind of see where it's going, but I think it's really well done. The characters are really well fleshed out, and the only other thing that bothers me is it does that classic sports stereotype where so many games in that first season, and really a lot of the episodes I've watched, the game comes down to literally the last play of the game.
A lot of high school games are blowouts in real life.
Yeah, exactly. It's literally a couple episodes are more realistic, they'll either be getting beaten pretty soundly or more often they're just pounding their opponent. But there are 3 or 4 episodes where there's 6 seconds left on the clock and they're at midfield and they have to get a play to win the game, and it's just all these hook and ladder plays that they use, and it might be a certain play that they're practicing that week that they just employ that just works for a 50-yard touchdown. So there are definitely some really annoying sports moments like that in the show, but it doesn't feel like one of those sports movies or sports shows where you're all focused on the game, because the characters are really good. Just the storylines they come up with for the characters, and I gotta say they definitely seem older than high school students. It definitely, that's every high school movie kind of falls into that problem as well. But other than that, I think they do some really interesting storylines, and I like the characters a lot. Kyle Chandler is awesome in this show. He's one of those guys you see around a lot. He's in Wolf of Wall Street. What else has he been in?
He's in that show. Is it called Bloodlines or something? Bloodline. It's on Netflix, and it's about family in Florida, and he's a cop in that. And they basically kill their brother in the beginning, and then the rest of the season. I watched it. I haven't watched it in a while. Yeah, he's really good in that. Yeah.
But yeah, he's I've liked him in things that I've seen him in, but he's just one of those actors that you sort of forget about. But in this show, he is amazing. He just nails that Texas accent. He's kind of got the hard-nosed way about him. He just does a really good job. So like him a lot. Definitely recommend the show. It's been what I've been just binging lately. Yeah, absolutely. So what have you boys been checking out?
Well, Adam and I were watching a show. It's on the air right now. It's pretty popular. Fear the Walking Dead.
I think I've heard of that.
This show is a steaming pile of shit. It really sucks. It's just horrible. And we never watched anything about it before. We turned on.
We caught it mid-episode.
Yeah, mid-episode, mid-season.
I guess the premise is they're on a boat and the zombie apocalypse is happening. They're on a yacht.
Yeah, but I don't know if there was the other people on land.
But there was they saw a plane crash from the boat.
So those people were on the boat.
Yeah, they were on the boat. Okay, yeah, they were all people.
So is this kind of a prequel to The Walking Dead? Is this while everything's going on, starting up?
Yeah, I think
and the whole point is that it's even slower and more boring than The Walking Dead, because that show isn't slow or boring enough. You have to make even more boring crap and cram it into a show. because we're watching it and it's like, first of all, the characters are idiots. Like
they are pretty stupid. It's a wonder how they survived with this.
Like, what is a guy falls into a pit?
Well,
right?
like, two of the characters just like to just stare at zombies at up close.
Yeah.
I don't get that. Like, I wouldn't be anywhere near them.
Like they're so cocky, and then he falls, and of course there's a zombie in the pit with him.
Yeah. He's getting eaten by crabs.
So then the zombies catch on where they're at because they're exploring a plane crash.
Yeah.
And they're coming at them in this slow walk.
Yeah.
So instead of just running away, and at a slightly faster pace than the zombies are walking, they start shooting them. Obviously, there's 100 of them. The dude is never going to have enough bullets to shoot them, but they just keep shooting. They don't run. So then, of course, the zombies catch up to them and just overwhelm them. And then, meanwhile, people on the boat are just there's just these long scenes of them arguing over stupid shit.
Well, the boat couldn't get to them because they're trying to fix the boat because I guess they ran over a zombie and there was a hand stuck in the propulsion system of the motor.
I couldn't get through Walking Dead season 2. I mean, it's just
we didn't finish it. We turned it off.
Yeah, we didn't watch very much.
It's literally just I remember season 2, man. They're stuck on that farm, and it's just them arguing over certain philosophical or moral topics over and over again.
Defend that show to the death. If anyone says that show is garbage, you will be attacked and you will be beaten to death.
You definitely will. And people get so pissed when I tell them that I stopped after season 2. They're like, "Oh, season 2's all about character development. You just got."
I stopped after the 3rd episode.
I didn't.
First season.
AMC has this philosophy with all their shows because they've had a couple of hits. They think the slower the better. They think that a long, slow grinding, character driven show is going to be good, on the basis of itself, and that's just not true.
Well, it's like Mad Men.
Like Mad Men. What's that show? The Killing. They actually didn't even finish it.
They get hits with Mad Men and
exactly, and they think that they can apply the same formula to every show.
I loved Breaking Bad though. I thought Breaking Bad
is not slow paced at all.
No,
right? That's the fun.
Yeah, they keep it moving in that show. But
it's character.
What's the critical? Is this show getting a lot of critical praise, or I haven't really heard too much about it?
I think it's doing okay.
Yeah.
Is
it's not doing as good as The Walking Dead? I think. Yeah, I think that the people watching it are loving it.
I don't know if Walking Dead was made by AMC, because I know Mad Men was made by AMC, I'm pretty sure. Because
The Walking Dead is based on a comic.
Yeah. But, because they like to make it slow. Like, you say Breaking Bad wasn't as slow, because I think Breaking Bad was pitched to AMC. They went to a different network.
Oh, you mean The Walking Dead?
So they had their own crew working on it. It wasn't AMC people. Yeah, that's probably why it was different.
That makes sense. Because
Did you guys watch just one episode, or have you been?
Yeah, we watched half of it. Yes. But once they got overrun by the zombies, I was so physically angry that I had to turn it off. I was like, "You people are so stupid."
They could have ran down the beach a couple hundred yards,
or they could have gone swimming. Zombies aren't going to swim after you. You swim out 20 feet and you're safe. I mean, it was just infuriating. You're the reason this zombie apocalypse happened. You freaking morons!
Just stupid people getting eaten by zombies.
Yeah,
when it could have been easily prevented.
I was hoping they would get eaten. I was like, yeah, eat them. They deserve it.
So basically, the characters aren't likable at all. They're just annoying characters.
I guess we were supposed to feel bad when they're all getting destroyed. I'm like, that's what you get for being an idiot.
Well, really. I mean, that's a part of it. We haven't watched any of it, so I don't know. Maybe.
I've heard many things about this show. They're not good.
All right, well, I guess we're nixing Fear the Walking Dead then.
Yeah.
But, so, all right, boys, anything else you've been checking out lately?
I watched the show. I only watched one episode so far called Happy Valley. It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
I think it might be a BBC show that Netflix just picked up to air. And it's pretty good. It's basically about, I guess they're trying to kind of flip the crime drama thing on its head, because it's a female policewoman doing the stuff. And the first episode, it's basically just showing her life a little bit. It's a lot of character development in it, but it's actually better than Fear the Walking Dead.
Well, it's character development in every show.
Yeah, but no, that's not true.
Yeah, I guess.
There are some shows without it. But basically this dude, I don't know, he's an idiot. He gets caught up in this kidnapping plot. And he decides he has second thoughts right at the end, but he can't get out of it. So basically, he tries to go tell the policewoman what's going on, panics, and then kind of leaves it on a cliffhanger there. But I was kind of interested just because I feel like all the characters were very well fleshed out right in the beginning. The guy that got caught up in this kidnapping plot, he was an idiot, but I still thought it was cool.
Oh, cool.
What was going on? I was like, oh man, I can see why he got into that. And I think it's good.
Is it one season out?
I think there's 2 seasons on there, but they're really short.
There's also a show on, it's actually on AMC right now. It's called Night Manager, I think. I think that's a BBC.
I've heard that. That's with Hugh Laurie.
Yeah, I think that was one of the most popular shows in England for a long time. And it's only one season. It was the most popular show in England for a while. And I guess it got picked up over here, so I don't know. It might be good.
Yeah, that looks pretty good.
I definitely want to check that out, and I still keep meaning to catch up on Better Call Saul, but I just haven't.
Yeah, I haven't watched this
I don't know.
I thought the first season was great. I just haven't.
Did you watch the whole first season?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I
tried watching,
watched
like,
the
2
first couple
episodes,
episodes.
I couldn't get into it.
It starts out really slow. The thing was, when I watched it, I had nothing else going on, so I just watched it, and I kind of slogged through the first 3 episodes, which were pretty dry, and then some recognizable characters from the Breaking Bad series show up, what's his name, Mike,
yeah,
Tuco, right?
Armin Trout.
Yeah, he shows up, and it gets better.
Yeah, I keep seeing little, I guess I follow it on Facebook, and I see little updates, things are getting bad, and it'll show, one of the, Breaking Bad characters. I think they showed that, what was that one guy's name?
Is it Tuco?
Yeah, Tuco. They showed Tuco, and then there was that, who was that old guy in the wheelchair? Salamanca? Was that his name?
I think it was Salamanca,
yeah. They showed him, too, so I guess, it kind of worries me they might be trying to,
ride the
ride the coattails of Breaking Bad a little too much, but I haven't seen the second season, so definitely want to check it out. The one other thing I watched with my girlfriend, she loves horror movies. Do you guys remember seeing that movie, The Descent?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched. It's a bunch of chicks get trapped in a cave.
I think that actually has pretty good reviews, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. I think it had an 85% on Rotten Tomatoes or something. I hadn't seen it in a while. It was pretty good. I hadn't seen it in a long time, and it's a really slow build up, which I like. It the way they actually do some character development, which is decent. One of the girls, her dad, they generally go on a trip together, all the girls, every year, and then one of the girls, her husband gets killed in this brutal car accident. So the next year they go on another trip, and it's a little stupid. 2 of the girls want to go on an adventure, so they go to this. They tell everybody that they're going in this basically this well-known cave in the Appalachians, but naturally 2 of them secretly take him to another cave that is uncharted. So it's a little stupid plot wise, and but the build up is really good, especially once they get into the cave. There's one point where they find it looks like conquistador helmets and stuff that were in there. So they find out
Appalachian Mountains.
Yeah, I don't know if it's Appalachians.
It must be out west. There's conquistador helmets.
I don't know. It's some kind of old helmets. I'm not sure. I can't remember what mountain range it is. I thought it was Appalachians, but they find old helmets and armor in there and stuff, and then but at the last 20 minutes it devolves the build up is so good, and then they start seeing they're creatures down there, and they start seeing these creatures, and
what kind of creatures?
They're mole people looking things. Yeah. They actually look pretty good, especially for 2004 or whenever it was. I don't know if they're CGI or people in costumes. They look pretty good, but so they find these creatures down there that they can't see. They just go off smell, and but pretty soon after they see them, these things just start attacking them left and right, and it just turns into I don't know, an episode of Buffy or something, where two of these girls just start going to town on these things, and one of them is covered in blood at one point, just murdering these things, and it kind of devolves after that. But overall, it was a pretty decent horror movie that I hadn't seen in a while. So. Yeah, anything else you guys watched? I think that's probably about covers it.
There's plenty of things I want to watch. I need to get caught up on Game of Thrones. But,
I watched the first episode of the newest season.
I didn't really like last season.
I didn't like anything after episode 1.
Well,
I
hate that
How
show.
much did you watch of it?
I watched the whole first season, actually.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Yeah?
And it just turned me off. I don't know what it is about it. Something about that show really rubs me the wrong way.
The first 3 seasons of that show were great. And then
I don't know. Maybe I'm just I just read the books and I'm going off that.
They're not even going off the books anymore.
Well, yeah, they split.
They do split.
Are they going off a manuscript of his newest book or something?
Well, yeah. The new season is actually beyond what the books are.
Yeah,
they're.
I think they met with the writer and he basically told them what's going to happen. And they're like, "Well, we're going to do whatever we're going to do," but they know what he's going to do.
Yeah, I don't know how much they're going to diverge from the book versus the show, but it's kind of it just almost seems like, why release the book? If it's already been...
I don't think they're going to be following the book.
It seems like it's going all from, I don't know.
I think they might be going in their own direction.
Yeah, they're going all magic and White Walkers now, because got to get some zombies in there.
Yeah.
Zombies were in the book. The White Walkers were in the book, but...
I think they're going more toward that in the show, because especially with that White Walker leader or whatever. I feel like in every promo they show him a lot, and I don't know if they're going to go that way in the book, but I need to watch the newest episode.
Yeah,
but all right, well, let's move on.
So, Magnificent Seven trailer?
Yeah, let's talk some Magnificent Seven, the remake from, I think it was 1967 or something like that.
It was also a remake of Seven Samurai.
Yeah, Seven Samurai, but which is I liked even better. But yeah, so that's it's a remake. It's Antoine Fuqua who did Training Day, and that's really about the only movie of his that I liked. He did like
he's done some other stuff, but
he's done some other stuff, but it's like Equalizer and like a lot of really generic kind of action movies. So yeah, that every promo they show, it's like Training Day, and then that's about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, they released a trailer. It's starring Denzel Washington, Chris Pratt. Who else is in there?
Ethan Hawke.
Ethan Hawke is in it naturally.
Yeah. What's it? Vincent D'Onofrio or something?
Yeah, Vincent D'Onofrio, and I can't remember who the bad guy's name is. He's a really
Skarsgård.
It's Stellan. Is it Stellan Skarsgård? Yeah. Like so, what'd you boys think? Do you think it looks good, or?
I think that it looks like a. I mean, it's coming out in fall, but to me, it looks like a summer action movie.
Yeah,
honestly.
that's what I call it.
Yeah. I mean, it just looks really middle of the road to me.
It does.
And nothing stood out in that trailer. It didn't. The tone was kind of weird. Like, it almost was shot in kind of a gritty way, but it also alluded to a lot of humor and kind of like over the top action.
Like they have Chris Pratt.
Well, Chris Pratt's always in the humor.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, they're basically taking him. He's like the big guy right now, putting him in it. So that makes me think it's going to be more of like a popcorn movie rather than like a series. I mean,
when's it come out?
It's coming out in fall, so which would suggest that it's going for the more, critically acclaimed, maybe even trying to garner an Oscar nod or something. But
maybe it's more serious than you guys.
Do you guys buy Chris Pratt as like? I feel like they're trying to make him into the next Harrison Ford. And I just don't see it.
I think they're just trying to make him.
Could happen.
I don't think so. I think they're just trying to make him the next big thing. Basically.
You think so?
Because I mean, Harrison Ford wasn't really like a big humor guy.
I know, not really, but
kind of.
I feel like Harrison Ford just struck that perfect balance between like kind of that rugged charm and like humor, but not blatant like goofy humor.
Yeah.
So Harrison Ford's gonna be in the new Indiana Jones movie, right?
Yeah,
I thought they were grooming Chris Pratt.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I thought Chris Pratt was in rumor to be like taking the reins for that, but I know it hasn't been confirmed.
Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, it's better than Shia LaBeouf, but I don't know. We'll see where they go with it.
I think that Chris Pratt is just I don't know who I could compare him to.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's huge right now. He's doing everything.
But really, can you guys think of like a comparison to Harrison Ford? Because I can't. I just can't think of anybody.
No,
like, especially modern day. Like,
yeah, I mean, maybe in the Indiana Jones movies, he was kind of a different actor for those. I mean, in the '90s, he did a lot of different, like the Clear and Present Danger, stuff like that. I can't think of anybody that really compares to him at all.
No, I can't either. Like Chris Pratt to me seems just too goofy. Like,
he can't.
Everything
really
he's in, like even Jurassic Park, they clearly are trying to paint him as like the badass. Yeah, I just don't quite buy it. Like, I mean, he did okay in that movie, but I just always look at him as a goofy guy. Like,
and that's what he is. Parks and Recreation, he's a goofball.
Yeah, he's great in that. I love him in that. I think Guardians of the Galaxy was good for him too.
He's a good actor. It's just that's what he does.
Yeah,
he does a goofy, likable guy.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he'll be in a different role in a movie in the future.
Yeah, it could be, but I don't know. I don't think the movie looks like anything great.
I think it's just going to be like a stereotypical action film. Probably going to have some like decent performances from Denzel Washington.
Yeah, Denzel's always pretty good, so I'm sure we'll get something out of him.
But I don't think it's going to be anything special. Honestly, like I saw The Magnificent Seven. I don't remember when I saw it. I don't remember that movie being all that special either.
I feel like I think it was a little bit overrated.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't bad, but it's definitely not one of my favorite westerns.
I mean, it was just a western.
I think Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is much better. Oh, yeah. Do you guys ever see Once Upon a Time in the West? I really like that one too. That's a good one.
Did you see the new version of that?
No.
Oh, it's bad. With Sharon Stone.
What?
Oh wait,
was that the Quick and the Dead?
Quick and the Dead.
Yeah, I don't think that's different, but yeah, that's pretty shitty. That's not.
Yeah.
I thought it was that for a second.
Only thing I like about it is my boy Leo in there is young Leo. Is the little hot shot or whatever. Like, gets killed by his dad.
God, it sucks.
Gene Hackman just making a paycheck there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a good one. So, yeah, I think it looks pretty mediocre, just kind of tonally all over the place.
Especially with the way the trailer was made. It was like, like fast-paced with the music and stuff. Didn't come off as like a super serious film. It was just like, we're going to have some badasses.
Yeah, but the way it was shot just seemed like gritty, like almost like it felt like kind of...
That's how that guy shoots all his films.
It is,
I mean, Equalizer is a pretty bad action film, and it's shot in a really gritty way.
Yeah, and I don't know. I just don't feel like it works for that movie. I didn't get any sense of really adventure from it or anything. No. It just seemed, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not looking too forward to that. So we'll probably see it, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Doesn't excite me too much. So, all right, boys. I think that covers it for that trailer. So, shall we move into our review of the day?
I think it's time.
All right, we're talking the 1993 children's animated classic "We're Back," starring John Goodman. Dave, you want to lead us into this one?
Yeah, so it's based on a children's book from 1987 of the same name. It actually has 4 directors: Dick Zondag, Ralph Zondag, Phil Nibblebit, Simon Wells, and then written by John Patrick Shanley. It also has a pretty big cast: John Goodman, Jay Leno, Julia Child. But honestly, this movie's so short, none of them really have any lines except John Goodman.
Yeah.
So
the main dinosaur.
Yeah, he's the T-Rex. So basically, We're Back is it's a tale of some dinosaurs. Basically, it opens in the Jurassic period or whenever there would be these dinosaurs together. And there's a spaceship that flies in, and a little green Martian flies out, and for some idiotic reason tries to talk to the T-Rex and tell him he wants to give him some brain grain.
Yeah, he knows that he can't comprehend them.
Yeah, he knows he can't understand them, but he still tries to tell him he wants him to eat this cereal, brain grain, which will make him smart. So he traps him in the ship. He gets him to eat some of the brain grain. It turns him smart, of course.
Yeah, speak English instantly.
Yeah, he learns how to speak and read English. It also learns row, row, row your boat.
Yeah,
that's the first thing.
That,
the first thing he says is to start singing row, row, row your boat. Comes up onto the ship and he's already got a Triceratops.
Yeah, they have the whole diverse crew of dinosaurs
there's
there.
There's a pterodactyl, Triceratops. I don't know what the green does.
Stegosaurus.
I don't think it was a Stegosaurus.
I don't know.
Something.
It was one with the spines on it, wasn't it?
No, those are big. Stegosauruses are big, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't
matter. No, it doesn't matter.
It's like the duckbill dinosaur.
Yeah.
He goes on there. They meet and start talking about how they're smart dinosaurs now, and then they meet Professor Neweyes, right? Yeah, he basically tells them that he invented brain grain, which has made him, I don't know, like a super billionaire scientist. And he gave it to them because he wanted to answer some wishes of some children who wanted to meet real dinosaurs.
I mean, is this guy known on Earth? Like, if this guy invented this stuff, he would just be idolized on Earth.
I don't know. We don't know.
It doesn't seem like it.
His character is very mysterious.
He's very mysterious.
He shows them that he has a wish radio where he can listen to people's wishes. And I
mean, is he just supposed to be God? Like, he's just God.
He basically plays God. I mean, he freaking is like, I'm going to take some super dangerous dinosaurs, play with their brains, and then drop them in the middle of New York City because I'm God and I can do whatever I want.
Yeah, so he just drops them in New York with no instructions other than to go see this the
woman that works at
go see Julia Childs over at the Smithsonian Museum.
Yeah, he basically is like he has the wish radio and he's like, they want to see real dinosaurs. So he drops them out of the ship with nothing more than parachutes and a boat.
Yeah.
And how did they get to modern times?
Oh yeah, he just has his ship time travel.
Yeah, it's science.
Yeah, it makes sense. Okay. So he drops them into the water. They land on top of our hero. What's his name? Louis.
Yeah.
Yeah. Louis. Skiff.
He's on a skiff. He's like cooking some breakfast.
He's got some own inventions of his own.
He's rocking out to some rock
music.
On
the East River.
Yeah, on the East River. And they drop on top of him. He's not really too panicked about the fact that dinosaurs just landed on top of his boat.
Nobody's too surprised to see him in this movie.
Yeah, so they get out of the water. There's some scene with a crane where they gotta save the dinosaurs because they can't swim really.
Yeah.
So then they're basically like, we need to get to the Smithsonian, and of course Louis, who is just an idiot, can't really help them. So they have to figure out a way to get across town. So while they're planning on that, I don't even remember he meets the little girl.
Yeah, he meets this hot little love interest there.
Yeah, with a hat, because he flies on a pterodactyl.
Love interest, really like 7.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's basically then they go over to the circus. They find Professor.
They have the parade.
The parade. I forgot about the parade. Yeah,
it's pretty ridiculous.
Where they think they're robots.
Yeah, basically his plan to get them across town to the Smithsonian is to the Macy's Day Thanksgiving parade is going on right now, and they're going to pretend to be robots. So they get in the parade and they've convinced everybody that these robots can talk, sing, and are realistic looking dinosaurs. And then the jig is up when they accidentally pop one of the floats. I don't even know how they realize they're real dinosaurs.
No, actually the jig was actually up when they asked where Central Park was.
No, it was before that.
Well,
because they started panicking before that.
Yeah, but people still thought they were machines at that point.
Oh, yeah, maybe
people
you're
thought
right.
they were real. People realized that they were actual dinosaurs.
Yeah, now, back in the beginning, we skipped over a part. Professor New Eyes has an evil brother in New York City called Professor Screweyes, and he tells the dinosaurs, there's only one person you should avoid in the entire world, and it's my brother, Professor Screweyes.
And he's right here.
He's also right in this city that I'm dropping you into.
He's a real bastard.
He's a real piece of crap. He's going to do bad things if he gets a hold of you. Yeah, I'm not going to do anything to prevent that, just, have fun. So basically, Louis wants to meet them at the circus because he wants to join the circus. And Professor Screweyes, of course, runs the circus. So they are like, we're going to meet you at the circus. So Louis and his new girlfriend go to the circus. They tell Professor Screweyes they want to join. And the dinosaurs are like, oh, crap, that's Professor Screweyes. So they go after him, but they don't get to him in time. So the evil Professor Screweyes is like, yeah, you can join, but you got to sign this contract with your freaking blood. So he pricks his finger. They sign the contract, which basically gives their souls to him.
Pretty much.
So then the dinosaurs get there and they want to save him. They're like, okay, what do we have to do to save him? Because Professor Screweyes decided to use his brain drain to turn the children into chimpanzees. So the Professor Screweyes is like, I'll let you...
We're not making this up.
Yeah. Professor Screweyes is like, okay, if you want the kids to have their souls back, even though I guess it doesn't really say it's their souls, you have to give me your souls. So they agree to that. So he gives them the brain drain, which turns them stupid again into big, evil, scary dinosaurs. And the kids, Louie and his friend, are able to get their souls back. So they wake up the next day, and there's a clown called Stubbs.
Oh, yeah, Stubbs.
Yeah, he hates Professor Screweyes, but he's afraid to stand up to him. So they're like, okay, we need to save the dinosaur friends. And they basically just do it through the power of friendship. It doesn't really even explain it. They just come out like, we miss you. So the dinosaur,
that dinosaur is just about to chow down on him, and then he just gives him that loving stare, and then brings him out of his animalistic rage.
Yeah, so they basically are like, all right, cool, we're leaving, and then Professor Screweyes is all alone, and
he gets
eaten by crows, basically.
Eaten by crows.
Yeah, he literally just gets
a good way to go.
All that's left is his screw for an eye.
Yeah.
So he gets it good.
And then the dinosaur finally meets Julia Child, and they move into the Smithsonian where the kids can come see him. And apparently there's a golf course in the Smithsonian where he plays golf, the T-Rex.
Who would have thunk it?
In Central Park.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's in Central Park.
No, is it?
Is it? I don't know.
In New York
somewhere
City, the Natural History Museum is right on Central Park.
That makes sense then. So he plays golf
it's on
in
the
Central Park.
west side, I think.
Yeah, that covers it. So what did you boys think of this movie? It's been a long time since I've seen it. I remember this used to be one of my favorite movies when I was
I used to really love
kid.
this movie as a kid, and now I just wow, what a piece of crap.
Yeah.
First of all, it's only like an hour and 10 minutes long.
It's a very short movie, but it felt longer than it was when I was watching it. I was ready for it to be over.
Yeah.
I don't think it was one of my childhood favorites. I think I was more of a Land Before Time kind of guy.
Yeah.
I watched a lot of Land Before Time. That was my dinosaur movie.
That's a legendary film.
Yeah.
It is.
I think I know I've seen We're Back before, but I
remember
I don't really have fond memories of it. I think I was more scared of it than anything.
No, I really liked it as a
It's
kid.
got some pretty dark themes for a kid's movie. These kids are selling their soul to the Satan.
There's another thing too. So the guy has basically got the bunch of kids' souls trapped in that thing. Remember?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
And he says it's just their nightmares, but it's obviously their souls.
Exactly.
And
yeah.
they obviously they let those free at the end too.
Yeah.
So this guy Screweyes is just he's a Hitler. Basically.
He's a bastard. I mean, he's stealing kids' souls, making them sign contracts in blood. He's draining people's brains. I mean. And then he gets, eaten by his own crow buddy. So it's definitely got some dark themes for kids. But that's what growing up in the '90s. We had some of those kind of things. So I didn't really care for it either, though. It felt really dated. The animation is totally irrelevant compared to stuff that's coming out these days.
I don't think you could get a kid today to watch it and enjoy it.
No, I don't.
I'm a big animation person, and I like all animation movies. And when was Toy Story released? 90?
I think it was 95.
That was only 3 years after this, and it looked light years better.
Yeah.
Well, Disney they set the standard.
Yeah.
And a lot of other people.
What studio was this by?
I don't know.
I don't know if it was.
It wasn't a major studio. I mean, I know Steven Spielberg worked on it. I guess he produced it.
Yeah, I don't know. I like how Spielberg got his little promo in there.
Yeah.
Jurassic Park showing at the theaters. And I guess I think it was released the same year as this movie. So
93, I think.
Yeah, he was just wanted to plug that in there.
There's some unanswered questions I think we need to talk about. In the beginning of the film, it actually opens with the T-Rex is golfing. His name is Rex, by the way. And there's some birds. So far, from what we've seen, all the animals in the movie are like sapient, like humans. Like they have emotions and they can speak. Mm-hmm. So there's these birds, and they're trying to eat a worm, and the worm can he has emotions too. So they're trying to tear apart this sentient worm that
this worm is like crying out for help.
Yeah,
and he's like sweating, and these little baby birds are just tearing at him.
Yeah, they're trying to like rip him to shreds, and that worm, he's like a person.
Yeah, well, he gets away.
So the question I have is are all the animals like that or what? And if so, that makes the movie very scary.
Yeah, and it's weird. It's like the dinosaurs at the before they took the brain. What is it? Brain growth?
Brain grain.
Brain grain. That's what it is. They're just animalistic and fierce and stuff and uncontrollable. But the little birds and the worm they
can speak.
They've all got. I guess maybe they evolved throughout the years.
I don't know about the worm, but maybe the birds may have gotten a hold of some of that brain grain.
But that's the thing,
or something.
Maybe old New Eyes is just sprinkling it down.
Just for shits and giggles.
Or maybe he's just a real sadistic guy too. And he's like, just give some of this to the birds and the worm and see what happens.
But I don't think we see any other animals in the film or the crows. So the crows aren't sentient.
Yeah, right? But it kind of seems like they express emotions, though.
They go get Screweyes.
Yeah, they chow down on him.
Yeah, they give him what for, but they're not like.
It doesn't seem like they're talking.
Like the worm, sticks his tongue out at the birds.
Yeah, he clearly understands the predicament he's in.
Yeah, and he's happy to get out of it.
Yeah, definitely.
But they were going to eat him. They were going to rip him apart.
I had a real problem with that. That nice bird family was just. Losing all their sense of morality there, but
they got to eat. Yeah, but they're also eating like a living, thinking thing.
Yeah,
like it's not just some stupid worm. It's a worm that with emotions. He was afraid.
He was. You could sense the fear in him. But then he was also not nonchalantly just stuck his tongue out when he got away.
Yeah,
I guess that's just a daily occurrence for him.
I saved my life.
He's used to that kind of thing. So, all right, what else we got?
Also, I thought it was funny. This is much just. The whole idea that he's playing golf, so I don't really understand how they got this golf cart big enough for him.
I don't know. Yeah, that's a mystery.
I mean, they gotta he has custom-made golf clubs, I guess, golf balls.
Playing golf with those T-Rex arms, that's not an easy feat.
Another thing is, in the beginning of the film, we see Louis is run away from home. And I guess he finds his parents in the end, and it's just where the heck are his parents the whole movie?
Oh, yeah, I forget he finds them. They're just kind of... And what kills me is that he has, normal parents. It's not like he has, street rat parents.
Yeah, I know.
His parents just go, oh, welcome home, son. What?
Could just be Home Alone parents. They're just bad parents.
Yeah, it could
forgetful.
Be.
I guess, but I mean, it doesn't seem like he was gone for a day. He's looked like he was living out on the East River there.
Yeah, he was on his own.
And they didn't seem too worried that he was gone, so I mean... Yeah, that's a little bit of a problem.
Another thing is the wish radio. I have some questions about that.
Yeah.
Is it he says it's wishes from everybody. So he's going to get some seriously sick crap
I want to see
on that radio.
Jeffrey Dahmer's wish. Yeah. I'm I can't wait to eat my next door neighbor and wear his face.
Yeah. He says children wish the most, but that means adults wish sometimes. They're not wishing for dinosaurs.
I've had some wishes. I mean,
yeah, we need the
some of them aren't PG, but
deleted scenes there with some good old wishes coming
what
through.
What is Professor New Eyes seeing that we don't know about? Some horrible stuff.
He keeps those in his secret room.
Yeah, he gets his kicks at it.
Yeah, the wish radio literally shows the person as what an invasion of privacy too. Shows the person while they're wishing. Shows on video.
When they're in private.
I wish that I could see Jeannie, my next door neighbor, take her bra off next door. That's a wish I could get behind.
Let's make that one happen.
Top of the list. I'll deal with those dinosaurs tomorrow.
Yeah, this guy New Eyes, he bothers me. I think he's got some sick pleasures getting out of this. I mean, really, he just plays God.
Well,
he does.
He's dropping dinosaurs on New York City.
Who knows what else he's doing? That's just probably a day in the life of him. Let me just fulfill one of these wishes here and grab some dinosaurs.
Yeah. The other wish could have been what if Hitler had won? Let's see what happens then. I got a time machine.
Let's turn the table, see what would have happened. Stalin, you want some nukes? Yeah, it's definitely a problem.
There's another thing, too, when the circus kind of goes haywire, the dinosaurs escape. There's people getting crushed left and right trying to escape from the circus.
Oh, yeah.
And that was really nonchalantly shown, just people are getting trampled and stuff.
Oh, they're all right.
Yeah, they're fine, I guess, but this movie just...
I also don't know how Screweyes got a freaking massively produced circus like that in the center of public property in Central Park.
Central Park.
That would never fly. Are you kidding me?
And how does he...
Clearly, they're just like, oh, we need like a recognizable location to set this. Like, Central Park. Let's do that. But yeah, that didn't make any sense.
How does he get away with, like, he's obviously been doing this crap for a while. First of all, New Eyes is like a god. He could stop him so easily, but he doesn't.
He doesn't intervene. Like, if New Eyes had just gone down there and guided them to the Julia Childs.
Or he could just, like, taken Screweyes out into space.
Just take him out.
Yeah, I mean, he could have...
Just have one of the kids wish for Screweyes to be eaten by the birds. And he'll make that wish come true.
He obviously has, like, the godlike powers. I mean, he could have saved a lot of innocent kids, but he's too busy making dinosaurs smart and dropping them out of a spaceship.
Just random thought. I think this movie would have been a lot better if Julia Childs had just voiced every role in the movie. Just every
her voice is pretty funny.
Every single role. The birds at the beginning, the T-Rex, just Louie, just every role in the movie.
Like John Goodman?
Yeah, he's okay, but Julia Childs would have been better. All right, any other unanswered questions for this thing?
Yeah, do we have anything else we want to say? I think I'm good.
Yeah,
I think we could talk about New Eyes for a while. I got a lot of problems with New Eyes.
Yeah,
that's my main
He's
issue.
a flawed character. He's presented kind of as this amiable old man, but
there's something more sinister.
There's definitely something more sinister about him. He's got a little too much power.
Yeah. And he doesn't use it for good. He does not use that for good.
We're back to Revenge of New Eyes. So he just pops his brother's screw in his eye and just goes on a rampage. But yeah, I don't know. I don't have too much else to say about this. I mean, I don't know if we can really talk about the performances. I mean,
the animation was not that great.
Animation wasn't very good.
It was really short. I mean, the plot was nothing interesting.
No. Also, there was just one song in it too.
It's the theme song.
And I mean, I like it. I thought it was a pretty catchy song. I remember I loved that song as a kid, but I don't know. It
wasn't a musical.
It wasn't a musical, but it had a kind of an out of place song in there.
Yeah, I do agree with that. That song did feel out of place.
Yeah, even though it's catchy, it just was like, all right, is this?
That entire parade sequence just was dumb. Honestly.
Yeah,
the whole movie's dumb, obviously, but that felt out of place too because it was like they went into the song, they were doing like the dancing and stuff, and the rest of the movie is more like a typical animated film. It
kind of sucks. It feels like it ruined my childhood a little bit. Like, I used to love this movie.
Me too.
I remember I used to tear up over this movie. I don't know. And then I just watched it this time, and I'm just like, what is this?
There's a movie out there that's like that for me, and it would be Baby's Day Out. And I could never watch Baby's Day Out again because it would just ruin my childhood because I have such fond memories of the Baby's Day Out movies.
I watched some of
them now. I just know they'd be a steaming pile of shit, and I just no.
There are certain movies like that. Yeah, and I felt like I was going to like this for some reason still. Like, I went into it with high hopes, and
me too.
It kind of let me down, so. All right, do we have any final thoughts on this or anything else you want to cover?
I think I've said everything I need to say.
Yeah, I think it's just a below-average animated film.
Yeah, nothing great. I mean, again, it's pretty much pure nostalgia fix for me.
Yeah.
But really disappointing. So, what are we going to rate this thing, boys? Dave, what are you rating it?
I'm going to give it one sadistic psychopath playing God out of 2.
Adam, what are you going to give this?
I'll give it a 2.5 out of 5.
2.5 out of 5. I'm going to give it 2 screw eyes out of 5 screw eyes. So that's what I'm going to give this thing. All right. So let's move on. That was our review. What else do we have to talk about here? I think we're going to finish off this monumental episode by doing some would you rathers. So basically we're just 2 comparative situations. We like to do this. We're all good buddies in real life, and we hang out in our friend Adam's basement. We just talk about stuff like this all the time. So we're just gonna run through some of these for your listening pleasure and give you a little insight into what we discuss when we're not recording. So Dave, what's our first situation here?
So the first situation is, would you rather spend 1 year in San Quentin prison or 1 month in the Middle Ages? And we're going to say you dropped near a random village in Europe.
I would definitely take San Quentin, without a doubt.
Well, you definitely would be a lot safer there.
Well, yeah, because not all of San Quentin is extremely dangerous.
Yeah.
I mean, there's...
Are we? I thought we were assuming though you're in general population.
Yeah, you're in general population.
Yeah, I think you're getting it the worst of what San Quentin has to offer in this scenario.
Because San Quentin's a jail like specifically for like gang offenders in California.
Yeah, I think you're down in the yard.
Yeah, let's say you're like that. They put you there because they thought you were part of a gang.
Well, I would immediately go to whoever white supremacist group was there.
Ooh, I don't know if you want to do that.
I would play ball for whatever crap they were speaking.
You've got to kill somebody to get in with them.
I don't know about that.
Adam would be skinhead with some get some jailhouse tats. And,
I mean, you can't really fly solo in those prisons. I mean,
yeah, I don't know, maybe I don't think San Quentin is as bad as it used to be.
No, it's not as bad.
I think you could be okay.
I mean, I think the worst prison in the United States is Rikers Island.
Yeah, Rikers Island.
Is it? Yeah,
I think it is.
It's not a fun
Also,
place.
that one in Arizona, Tent City.
Yeah, Tent City
has a lot of problems.
There's also some of the federal prisons. I think Lebanon and Ohio. I've seen that one before. It's not very nice.
Yeah.
I really want to say Middle Ages on this one, but I'm just.
You know how cheap life was in the Middle Ages?
I know, man.
But you're smarter than that.
At least there's guards at the prison. Like, there's no guards in the Middle Ages.
Yeah, but like you're just getting dropped in like a small village.
But if I get in a little village and just charm the baker's daughter,
what if like the lord of the area just wants to go pillaging and just comes into the like he's like pissed he lost like a bet with like some other lords come in and just kill some people, then you're done. You ever see that the first episode of like the Bastard Executioner on FX?
I didn't.
They just slaughtered a whole town for no reason. Like that happened. Like I would never want to do that.
I'm telling you, man, I'd walk into the nice little home with some smoke coming up out of the smokestack and just charm that baker's daughter.
Oh,
Start live a nice little life.
I guess you're assuming you're gonna be dropped into an English town.
Well, let's say you can speak the language.
Right.
Yeah. You're not getting in like I don't know. You're not
France,
dropped in Italy or something.
Spain.
Yeah, Spain. No, you're in an English town.
And there's also a lot of highwaymen back in that time. You wouldn't really want to go walking.
I wouldn't. I definitely wouldn't be doing any traveling. I'd be hunkering down.
Here's the thing: like those people were probably like in terrible shape and smaller than us.
Yeah,
I feel like
they also have weapons.
Maybe we could.
Yeah, but they don't have guns.
I might try to snag an apprenticeship with like a blacksmith or something for
It'd be like a Doc in Back to the Future Part 3 of the blacksmith place with futuristic items.
Smithing some guns in
there. Or just try to like scare. Well, no, I'd probably just be killed if I tried to scare them by talking about futuristic.
Yeah, with your knowledge.
Yeah,
don't do that.
I'd be burned. So I don't know.
I think I would be better off in San Quentin, honestly. I mean,
it's just a year.
There's some bad stuff that could happen in San Quentin.
You just know you would get pounded in the ass.
Oh, well, that goes without saying, but would you rather get a sword up your ass? I
don't know, man. You're gonna be. It's a lose-lose, but
of course.
What are
Yeah, I think I'm going with a month in the Middle Ages too. To be honest. Because you know what? Like
I think I am too.
Like the average height of people was so small back then. For one thing, you're going to be bigger and stronger than everybody. Like there's no big people back then.
I know, man. We would be.
I think there's some big people back then.
I don't think so. Well, there were, but I mean, they were few and far between. The average guy would be.
If us three were dropped in San Quentin, man, as Michael Scott would say, we would be the belle of the ball. Like we would just be feasted on, man. I don't know. I just feel like I'd have a chance in the middle. Plus, it's only a month. Maybe I would just hunker down.
You just have to find some food. That's
you just have to.
Dropped in like during like the War of the Roses or something.
Well, I mean,
that's a risk you got to take.
So I'm going with Middle Ages.
All right.
Adam, you're sticking with San Quentin on this one?
I'm begrudgingly sticking with San Quentin. I know it would be terrible, but I think I have a better chance of survival in San Quentin.
I don't think you're going to die. You're just going to have some unpleasant experiences.
All right, so what's next?
All right, so the next one is you have to go through Marine boot camp 3 times consecutively, or you have to be just a torso with no arms or legs for 3 weeks.
Well, I'm definitely going to do the Marine boot camp because you'd be in great shape, and after you did it the first time, you'd be fine to do it the 2 other times.
That's just such a time commitment, though. I mean, 9 months.
It is a time commitment.
I mean,
would you rather have no arms and no legs?
But if you have somebody to take care of you, it's.
I mean, they're just gonna wheel you around in a wheelbarrow if you ever want to go out anywhere.
Yeah, you're not going out.
I mean, we would miss 3 weeks of workouts, which would suck. But I mean, I don't know.
I mean, if you could get somebody to take care of you, I would definitely take the torso.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, don't get me wrong, if you're just dropped in like in the middle of the desert or something with just a torso,
you're done.
But I mean, assuming you could be with your parents for 3 weeks and they just somehow serve.
Yeah, I guess.
I think I'd definitely go with that.
All right.
Like, I don't know. I mean, I might think it'd be fun to do boot camp once, but
Yeah, 3 times.
All right, we're switching this one up. But the torso just sounds too sweet. What if you're in the same hospital that Tom Cruise was in the 4th of July? You got to be there.
Oh god.
No, I'm doing the boot camp, man.
Yeah,
you got to be in that Brooklyn shitty.
All right, I'm doing boot camp
Veterans Hospital.
That's no good.
Where you got all the angry nurses and stuff.
Well, what if you got to go through Marine boot camp in the 60s 3 times?
Fine.
All right.
Sounds fine to me.
All right, in that case, I'll go boot camp.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah.
No, you're not getting cozied around.
You're changing the deal.
Yeah, I'm changing the deal.
All right.
Pray don't alter it any further.
The next one is, would you rather be dropped into North Korea in a random spot and you have to survive for 3 weeks? If the authorities catch you, they'll put you in a camp for the rest of your life. So you can't escape. You just got to survive. Or you got to eat only raw rice and Brussels sprouts for the next 3 years. Can't eat anything else.
This is another easy one because you're not going to die eating rice and Brussels.
You might.
That would suck.
You would be very
man.
malnourished.
You would be really in not good shape, and I don't know,
That's
man.
all you can have.
That's all you could have.
You'd be
rice.
seriously like vitamin deficient.
Oh my god!
But I think you could survive on that. I know because it's got nutrients, but it would be bad.
No protein at all.
I would have to look up what's because there's nothing in rice. Rice is just calories.
Well, I'm pretty sure in North
No,
Korea,
rice has rice is good
carbohydrates.
for you, but it's just.
I gotta see what's in Brussels sprouts. I would be making the most out of whatever's in those.
Oh, you're not doing anything but eating them raw. You don't cook them.
No, you can't cook them. You're just eating raw rice and raw
Yeah, this
Brussels
one's not so sweet.
for 3
What
years.
do you mean raw rice? 'Cause raw rice is just solid, isn't it? Like it's like
No, but you can cook it. Like,
okay.
No, you're like it's just the grain. Like it's not. You know how you cook it and
so
it gets.
it's just white rice.
Yeah.
Alright.
But not cooked. Like you not like that you get it like a Chinese restaurant or something. You're just getting the raw like grain rice.
There's no way you can eat raw grain rice though.
Can you?
I think you can.
I don't know if you can. I don't know.
Like before you put it in the water?
Yeah.
There's no way.
Or let's say you cook the rice but not the
All
Brussels
right, you can cook the
sprouts.
rice, but not the
Alright,
Brussels
yeah,
sprouts.
You can't season it, nothing. I think you could survive off that just because, there are people in North Korea
For
that
3
have
years?
nothing but rice. That's all they eat.
Yeah, I mean you could.
It's just you would be very unhealthy.
I would need some serious money to do that.
You're not getting
Well,
any money.
yeah, well-
You're either doing this or you're going to North Korea for 3 weeks vacation.
what's the,
I mean, I think you would have a better chance surviving eating the damn rice than going to North Korea.
Let's say, like,
The thing is, you stick like a sore thumb in North Korea.
Well, you're like
a
some-
white person walking around with a bunch of Asians. Like, what?
but you're like in a random farming village. There's like not even.
Still, like they're gonna report you as soon as they see you. Like,
Maybe not. They might like Americans.
Yeah, I don't think so.
what would you do, Dave?
I would do North Korea.
They villainize Americans in propaganda.
Well, all right, well, let's say this. You can. Yeah, but they're not that stupid.
I think they
A lot of them don't believe that stuff.
I
You
don't
can
know about
you can
that.
try and escape.
You might have to try to like steal some food and go out in the countryside or something
Yeah.
like.
I don't think North Korea has a very strong grip on their countryside.
Well, I think people in the cities that have access to the internet sometimes can know that there's an outside world around them and stuff like that. But I think dirtbag peasants only hear what the party tells them,
Yeah.
and they tell.
Well,
them
I think
Americans
I think
suck.
you're dropped in a random place. I
Yeah.
think assuming wherever you are, I think I would probably try to just steal some food and like hunker down somewhere, whether it be out in the country or. I think I'd go North Korea because
Yeah, me too.
you would just be in not good shape eating
man.
raw.
After 3
eating-
years-
You wouldn't be in good shape getting caught and thrown in the concentration camp for us.
Well, let's say you can try and escape North Korea in the 3 weeks.
Ew, I don't know if I'd try to. I feel like escaping might be more risky. Like if you.
Well, we don't know what would happen when China caught you. They might throw you back. They might let you leave.
Yeah.
throw you back.
I don't know. They don't like to let North Koreans escape.
They would American leaving North Korea. I don't think they'd throw you back to North Korea.
Well, then all you gotta do is get to the Chinese border.
All right,
It's not so hard.
yeah, not so hard.
The Chinese would be ready with some raw rice and
Yeah.
and Brussels.
Like, sorry, bro, you weren't allowed to escape.
I think I'd go North Korea on this one. That's tough though. But 3 years every meal. I mean,
God. You would want
like
so
imagine
much
after 5 months of eating that every meal.
I would need to see if that's even possible. Like,
I really
I think
it's
it is.
possible.
It definitely is.
There are people that eat pretty much nothing but rice.
but
I
is there
think.
vitamin C in that?
You get,
Brussels sprouts has a lot of vitamins in it. I mean,
well, you might have scurvy, but you kind of
Scurvy
live.
can kill you.
I know.
no, I think scurvy's not from getting a lack of. Is it vitamin C or
Vitamin C.
Vitamin C. I still think you can survive.
Let me
on that.
let's hold on one second.
Let me see
We're
here.
checking this out here. Let's see if Brussels sprouts have vitamins.
Sprouts.
All right. Well, while he's checking that, let's do the last one.
Okay.
So you either have to, for a year, every week you have to drink a gallon of milk, Corona, and olive oil. Let's say it's got like equal Corona, equal milk, and then a little olive oil. Or for a month, you have to do one round with Mike Tyson in his prime per week.
Oh, it's in his prime?
In his prime.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you're not doing like weak Mike Tyson now.
Well, I mean, he's still pretty menacing
yeah,
now.
but he's old.
Yeah. Ah, man.
Yeah, in his prime for one round per week.
How long do we drink the milk?
For one gallon per week for an entire year.
And it's for 1 month with Tyson?
Yeah, so you got to go 4 rounds, basically.
All right, yeah, you actually get 124% of your daily value of vitamin C.
Okay, so you could definitely survive.
You could live off that.
Brussels sprouts are really good for you, and rice is good for you, too.
The thing is, you're never getting vitamin D unless you sit out in the sun.
Well, that's how a lot of people get their vitamin D.
And you're never getting magnesium. You're never getting calcium.
You're going to have weak bones.
I mean, I'm not saying you'd
kiss protein goodbye.
Yeah. I said you would be in terrible, unhealthy shape.
But you could
on the
survive.
bright side, there's no fat, no cholesterol. So,
I mean, you'd be skin and bones.
But you would be alive.
But you'd be alive, and I mean, there are much worse things you could eat. I mean, it's not like it's, you eat Skittles for,
Yeah.
like. So,
all right, so what was the other one?
All right.
It's a gallon of milk, Corona, and olive oil mixed together. You have to do one per week for an entire year, or for a month. Each week, you have to do one round with Mike Tyson in the ring in his prime.
What?
Yeah.
All right.
I would do Mike Tyson, because hold on 1 second. I'm checking.
The thing is all right, so how long do you have to drink the concoction?
You have a week to drink a gallon.
Yeah, but how long do you have to do this?
For a year. You have to do 52 gallons.
The thing is, I would do the concoction because you would get used to it after probably like the third or fourth week you did it.
I don't think I would ever get used to that.
But you would be done with Mike Tyson after 4 weeks if he didn't kill you.
All right, so a round of boxing is 3 minutes. You
have to actually stand, or can
I don't think you actually have to
you
you don't have to be fighting with him, do you? You can
You
kind of
can run.
put your defenses
Yeah,
up.
yeah, you can
what
run,
if
but he's coming
what
for
if you
you.
just get on the ground and curl into a ball?
You can't do that. They're telling you to get up.
Well, what if they punch you he punched you one time, you get knocked out?
Then that's fine, but you got to go next week.
Yeah.
Well, what if you get punched and it's fake and you get knocked out?
Yeah.
Let's say the ref is a psychic and he knows.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, if Mike Tyson catches you clean with one of his punches, you're going down.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you'd have to...
You literally would have to keep...
I would just... I would make a shield with my forearms and just try to hold out.
I might literally just run with my back turned from it.
Yeah, I think I'd actually do the Mike Tyson.
I would too, because... I mean, imagine just how terrible.
I remember when me and you had that Corona when we worked out that one time.
Yeah.
We had no water here. We just drank Corona while we worked out.
We did
It was
this.
the worst thing we've ever
Plus
done.
that olive oil would be disgusting.
I mean, just imagine how bad that... And it's all mixed in equal parts. A full Corona into a gallon of milk. That would, curdle it. And then the olive oil goes in there.
Yeah, if you don't drink it right away, it's going to get gross.
And that olive oil goes in there, too. I mean... And you couldn't drink it all in one day, but you'd have to drink it as fast as you could.
Yeah.
That would be terrible, and that would have some bad health effects too.
Oh,
so.
yeah.
What's the thing? You can't drink a gallon of milk in a day?
In an hour.
In an hour, yeah. Okay.
Or is it 20 minutes? It's either an hour or 20 minutes.
Yeah, I think it's an hour.
Yeah.
But I would go Mike Tyson on this one. I mean, that would
me
suck,
too.
but I would just go into pure defensive mode.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go with the
And I
gallon.
mean, don't get me wrong, Mike Tyson would destroy us, but it's not like any of us are 105 pounds and would just get laid out if he hit us. I mean,
if he hit us,
well, I mean, if he clocked us with
but I mean, if you have your
but
arms
our
up-
guard would be, he would not be hitting me in the face. I know that.
well, one good punch to your ribs.
that would suck.
Yeah. I mean, you definitely have to be on the defensive, but
I mean, you would just have to try and run for 3 minutes.
But plus, you'd only have to go 4 rounds with him total.
Yeah.
You'd have a week to recover after every round.
Yeah.
A week to
You
A
would
week
need it.
to recover, and then you're done. I just couldn't do the milk for a whole year.
Yeah.
So, all right, I think those are some good would you rather. So, yeah, folks, send. We have a nice little email account. It's time to do some shameless promotion here. We have seriousfilmcritics@gmail.com. If you want to send us any would you rather situations or any movie questions in general, just send those over to us. And who knows, if we feel like it, we might talk about them, but they better be good. So, get creative. And guys, we also have a Tumblr page at Serious Film Critics and a Twitter as well, Serious_Critics. So check us out. We are online now, so we'll keep you posted with anything that's going on, and make sure to just follow us in general. So. Boys, any final things you want to discuss? Or are we all good here?
No. I think that this was a pretty good episode.
Yeah,
You
I
guys
agree.
should tune in because we got big things coming.
6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. Yeah, we got some more stuff coming, guys. So thanks for checking us out, and take it easy.